Welcome to the REEF Photon Connect instructional and assembly video. This video covers both the single and the twin units. Let's go through the parts. Here we have the power supply cable, the power supply, the rubber cable tidy strip, the arm mounting track, the light bracket, the mounting brackets, all of the screws, the tools, the light and the single arm bracket. The twin pack is much the same. Here we have the power supply cables, the power supplies, the cable tidy strips, the arm mounting track, the T-bar track, the mounting bracket, then we have the light brackets, the toolkit, the lights, single arm, and the T-bar. And here's how to assemble the twin pack. The single is much the same. First you'll take your light brackets and screw them into the top of the REEF Photons. As a side note, it's easier to do this with the REEF Photon left on the table. You'll need to do this for both lights. Once fully inserted, you need to screw down the silver Allen key on the top of the light bracket. This will fix it in place and stop it from moving around. It just needs to be tightened up just a little bit. With both light brackets mounted, we need to fit the T-bar track. This will fit onto the T-bar. But note we are only using the two small holes. It needs to fit like this with the flat surfaces together. You will then insert two small Allen key screws into these holes and tighten. This is best done on a steady work surface. Insert the small Allen key screws from the tool pack as shown. These screws need to be tight but do not over tighten. We recommend using the long end of the Allen key first and then just tighten up with the short end. The whole assembly should look like this when it's completed. We're now going to take the black thumb screw and just turn it in a small amount. This goes into the second hole in on the bracket. If you have a single unit, you will now just slide your REEF Photon onto the mounting arm. This part has been designed to be adjustable in length. With the twin kit, the two light brackets will now slide into the T-bar, as shown, again featuring an adjustable position. All along the underside of the T-bar is a cable tidy. The power cable simply gets clipped into place and follows the arm all the way down. If you've screwed the thumb screw too tight, it won't allow you to put the cable in. With your cable in place, insert the remaining thumb screws into each end of the light bracket. This will lock the light bracket down. With both lights and cables fitted into the T-bar track, you can now fit the whole assembly into the single arm. You can make any position adjustments later should you wish. On the single arm bracket, you'll see that one end has lots of holes in it. These are for mounting the bracket to. You need the other end to slide onto the T-bar track assembly. At this point, you may need to re-clip in your cables. With the cables clipped in place, you can now screw down the thumb screws. This will lock them and stop them from coming out again. If you want to change the position of the lights in the bracket later, you'll need to undo all three thumb screws to allow you to slacken off the cable. The whole assembly should look like this and everything should be firmly in place. To attach the tank bracket, you need the arm mounting track. This slides where the holes are on the end of the single arm. Once in position, you can clip your power cables into this bracket before putting the screws in. This part of the assembly is the same for the single and the twin kits. The rubber cable tidy strip hides all of the cables, it just simply pushes into place on the T-bar and the single arm. You now need the tank mounting bracket and the remaining parts. There are 4 holes on the arm mounting track. The inner 2 are used to mount the tank bracket. The outer 2 are screwed in from the back. This holds the arm mounting track in place. Simply insert the silver Allen key screws into the top and the bottom holes and tighten up. You can adjust the position of the tank mounting bracket by sliding the arm mounting track up and down and using the different holes available. Do not over tighten these screws, so we recommend using the long end of the Allen key first and then tightening up with the short end, as shown. Once securely in place, we need to attach the tank mounting bracket. The remaining 2 silver Allen key screws will go through the back of the tank mounting bracket into the arm mounting track, the middle two screws that are still remaining. Simply pop the screws into place and tighten down. Again, we recommend using the long end of the Allen key to help protect from over tightening. It also makes it easier as this is a tricky little part. Then the same again for the bottom screw. Final step, use the short end of the Allen key just to nip them up and make sure they're nice and tight, but do not over tighten. We'll then fit the front face of the tank mounting bracket. This uses the large single Allen key bolt, which slips in and tightens down. We recommend that you only put this in a few turns just for now, as you'll need to undo it to put it onto your tank. Now it's time to fit the bracket to your aquarium. Open up the bracket, slip it into place and tighten down using your Allen key. This needs to be screwed firmly in place, but don't over tighten. Once done, the whole assembly should feel sturdy. If not, you may need to check and tighten some of your screws. You can adjust your light by undoing the thumb screw. You will need to have removed the rubber strip enabled to give the cable some slack. Refit once done. Let's look at the app. Download it from the Apple or Google Play Store. The REEF Photon connects over Bluetooth. It uses the new BLE connection technology. This means you don't have to go into your phone or tablet settings to find the lights. You just open the app and it will scan and find them right away. The aquarium we have here is our test aquarium. You may have seen it in some of our other videos. It's 180 centimeters by 80 by 80. It uses just 3 REEF Photons. When you open the app, it will instantly scan for the lights, which are shown on the left. The ticks on the right indicate that this light is selected. If you press the light bulb, it will dim the light that you are talking to. If you press and hold on the name, you can enter a new name. This is so you can identify which light is which. When you are done, just press enter and it will save the name. To access different settings, you select the buttons across the bottom of the app. On the status page, you have quick select options such as fluorescence, clouds, preview, lightning. It also tells you whether the fan is operating okay or what the temperature of the light is. When you press the fluorescence button, this will cycle through different shades of blue to show off your coral colours. These modes can be turned on and off when you want. Tap it to finish. Pressing the lightning button will turn on lightning mode. Again, tap to finish. Cloud mode simulates clouds passing over the aquarium. It gives a nice effect when viewing in the day. You can see what your aquarium looks like under different spectrums by selecting the spectrum button. You can check this by water depth, simulating real reef depths. And you can also change the intensity here too. The other option here is pressing the colour button, and then you can go through all 6 different channels. Let's take a look. Channel 1 is Cool White. Channel 2 is Fiji Purple. Channel 3 is Reef Blue. Channel 4 is Sea Green, a mix of green, blue and UV. Channel 5 is Near UV with 380 and 410 nanometers. And Channel 6 is Warm White, which is a mix of cool white and red. So on the spectrum page, you can play about with what your aquarium will look like. You can then schedule those for different times of the day. So let's take a look at scheduling. There are 2 modes, Easy and Advanced. On Easy mode, you can select one of the presets which we have named after different reefs around the world. Here you can set the sunrise time and the sunset time, and also the intensity. And it will give you a different mix of all of the features within the app. To activate your preset geolocation, just press Submit, and this will send the settings to the lights. To customize your own settings, press Advanced mode. You can set multiple different time points per day and also the colour for the time. It's easy to delete as shown. To add a colour, press the plus button. You can then set the time that you want this spectrum to start. By pressing the I button, you can then select and tune the spectrum. The spectrum will be shown on the lights as you edit, as you can see from the background. Once done, just press the back button. You can add many time points, but don't forget to save. So you can overwrite and edit any settings or preset settings that you've already saved should you want, and enter your own custom name. Once done, hit enter and then the back button. Your settings are now saved. If you want to load some settings, press the load button, and then you can choose one of your previously saved presets. To load them and send them to the light, press upload. It will then send the settings to all of the lights that you've selected on the devices page. When running in advanced mode, you can opt to choose some of the extras. Here you'll set the probability of the fluorescence mode, clouds and lightning. You can also access the acclimation mode, which you set a from and to date and the intensity. To edit, press on the date and select the date that you want it to run until. Once this time has passed, it will go back to your normal schedule. Hit save, and then go back and upload your settings again. For mixed hard collar aquariums, we recommend one REEF Photon for every 50 centimeters cubed. Thank you for watching our installation and user guide for the REEF Photon. We hope you enjoy our lights.